Hello, everybody. Welcome again to the Stephen Williams Show. Today, I want to share with you a brief thought, and I hope that it will bring you inspiration to get full control of your life. Now, if you notice from time to time, I do just upload a video of some birds because I'm a lover of birds. I have uploaded videos of doves and sparrows and recently a beautiful blue jay. If you haven't seen it, you could just click on the video and find it. What is the reason why I love birds? Well, birds taught me a lot. They teach a valuable lesson. As a matter of fact, Jesus, one of the time, refer to them to say that they do not worry, they do not toil, they do not spin, and God feed them and so on and take care of them. And so when I look at a bird, I see a lot of awareness. They're always aware of their surroundings. They're always looking. They're always alert. They're looking if hawk is coming to eat them. They're looking if somebody look like they're pointing something that would shoot them from any semblance of anything threatening. They're gone. They're also free, born free. If you notice, most birds, they will go to a warm country when it is good weather, and they will stay there until the weather gets bad. They're gone to another country. They don't worry about death. They don't worry about anything. They are alert, yes, and aware, but they don't worry. They simply get up each day and they go look for food and they eat. They don't get tied down and bogged down with a mortgage. They don't get tied down and bogged down with material things. They simply just live and they eat and they enjoy each other's company. They look out and hang out in the treetops, and sometimes they fly high and just enjoy the view, I guess, enjoy life. The point I'm making is, if you see how this world is set up in such a way that we as human beings, even though we were born like the birds, born free, born to be free, mankind has set up systems that trap us, take away our lives from us. Our lives are just being controlled by the systems. For instance, it is only natural to go to school, get an education, and when you're finished with school and you get an education, you may get married, or you buy a home and you live in that home. You try to get a job that's stable and you stay in that job for the rest of your life. You're married, you have kids, you're in one home, you're paying for a mortgage, you're paying for a nice car, and that's your life. And once a year, you may take a vacation and go enjoy some fun in the sun and the sand and the sea. But that's once in a while. But I don't believe that that's the way God meant us to live. He made us to be free as the birds. But the system that is set up for us, we just conform to it. We give in to it. Our lives are controlled by the bills. Our lives are controlled by a mortgage. Our lives are controlled by, debt. And so we're never really free because we have bought into this this way of life that is set out for us and determined by others, not us. The system set up and say, this is the way to go, this is the way to go. And wise people will say, hell no, I'm not going that way. I'm going to go and direct my life the way I want it to go. And so I find that a lot of millennials these days are simply finding that, yeah, it's good to own a home, it's good to have a nice car, it's good to have a nice education, good to have a good job, but then most of the time you don't get to live. So I find that a lot of people are now moving away from that. They are working maybe online, earning some income, using that income to enjoy their lives. So they will go to this part of the world and spend some time, go to another part of the world, they will travel, and they will enjoy their life there. And the beauty about the internet these days, people can simply work on the internet, make an income, and lower their bills. I mean, when you stop to think of it, for instance, when you have a mortgage, when you own a home, even though yes, it's building some equity and some wealth for you, but when you stop to think about it, with a house comes so much obligation. Number one, you're confined to one location. You gotta be paying tons of bill and maintenance and this, and the house want this, and the house want that, and da 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 da. So it's really just a trap that is just laid out for us. And most of the time, if you stop to think of it, it's not benefiting you, it's benefiting the lender. And I'm not against borrowing money to buy a house. Don't get me wrong, because yeah, it's one of the best ways to build wealth. But I'm just saying, it also takes away from our freedom, because now you're trapped in one location. You have your friends there, you have your school there, you have everything there, you have the government want to make sure you have a fixed address so that they can find you if they want you, and you're just tied down to one place for the rest of your life. And but when you think of the birds, man, they don't do like that. They find different places to nest, to live. They find different countries to migrate to, and that's why I love birds, because these creatures teaches you a lot about how you can live your life to be free. The real freedom comes in not having. When you stop to think about it, that when we grow old and we die, we can't take our material possession with us. And most of us would not have lived when we pass on, because we were just trapped in one lifestyle. So, and yeah, okay, I hear you saying the advantages, though, you got to leave a legacy for your kids so that they have a home and thing. Yeah, but that is good and well. But if you leave them some money in the bank too, they can live free too, and not be bogged down by the system. The system is what I'm talking about. That be the powers that be, that dictates what your life is, not you. Do you think that if the system wasn't there to set up the schools and the job and the this and the that and the mortgage and the payments here and payments there, do you think that that's how we'd live? No. Most of the time, maybe we would be at the beach, or we would be out having fun with our friends, running up and down, just enjoying life. But most of us, we don't enjoy life because the joy of life is taken away from us. And so I want to live like the birds. I want to enjoy life. I want to go places. I want to feel free. I don't want to be tied down to one place. If tomorrow morning I want to go to this part of the country, I go. No obligation. Nobody to tell me I can't. If I want to go and buy a ticket to go to another country, I can do so. That's how I'd like to live. What about you? Tell me, what do you think? You think I'm going cuckoo? Do you think I'm crazy to think these thoughts? Or do you agree with me that the best way to live is to live free? And we're not really free when you stop to think of it. We are controlled. Everything we do, is controlled. Somebody's got to direct us to how to go, how to live, and they control our lives with money. They control our lives with the job. They control our lives with the laws. They control our lives with taxes, with everything. They seek to control our lives, and we are the slaves, and they are the slave masters, as it were. So, my friend, we will never be free until we liberate ourselves from the slavery that has been and the chains that bind us. Yes, we have to liberate ourselves. We have to say, you know what? No, I've had enough of this chain around my neck, and I'm setting myself free. And I've seen people, a lot of people been doing that these days. You go to YouTube and you search for people who leave some, like the United States or Canada, and they go on to live in Mexico, or they go on to live in Costa Rica, Panama, all parts of the world, and they're just enjoying life. Some of them don't even stay one place. They go 1 month this country, the next month they go Thailand, they go China, they go all over the world to know the world, to see the world, and to enjoy the world, and to enjoy their freedom that God gives us to have. Life is too short not to have good experiences and to just be in one boring home, just watching the television or watching something on the internet, especially these days. It's just crazy. There are so many, like in Canada here, there are so many parks that are empty. There's so many parks that have no kids running up and down. You know why? They're busy playing the PS4. They're busy watching the television, watching Netflix, watching this, watching that, binge watching. And that's all there is to their lives. And they won't even go outside and run up and down, get some sunshine, get some fresh air. They just tie down, and they're at the same time they're getting carpal tunnel syndrome. They're losing their vision. And their health is deteriorating. They're if you take it from them, they have withdrawal symptoms. They're agitated easily. They're angry, and because these things, after they bind us and hook us, it's crazy. Because after they bind us and hook us, and the kids, you find that they become so agitated. The least little thing, they become so agitated, right? Because they're just not having fun. They're just sitting down absorbing content and content after content, and they're not going outside to play. And I would encourage you to encourage your kids to go out and take some sunshine, go out and kick some football, go out and throw some basketball, go out and play. Don't just be tied down and depressed in one single location in a big thing called a house. Nah, I'm sorry. I don't think that is the way God wants us to live. I think God wants us to be free because we were made to be free. But somebody has put chains, shackles, as it were, on our feet. Anyway, tell me what you think. I would like to hear your comments. Leave your comments in the below. You can subscribe to my channel if you have not done so as yet, and you can also smash the like button for me, to show that you appreciate what I've just said, and give me your feedback. All right, thank you, everybody. God bless you, and goodbye until my next video. Bye-bye.